Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a beautiful stretch for your glutes and your hamstrings to release any tightness that they might be holding. So roll out your mats and let's get going. Come lie down on your back for me with those feet underneath your knees and your hands on your tummy. Slightly tilt your chin down into your chest and imagine that you've got an apple in between there. Pressing the back of the head firmly into your mat. And maybe even close your eyes here. Let your eyelids soften and relax your forehead. Start by breathing in deeply through your nose. And then exhale fully out through your mouth. And again, inhaling that air going nice and deep into your lungs, expanding through your rib cage. And exhaling it all out. As you inhale, feel your chest, feel your tummy slightly lift up. And then soften and melt your body down into your mat on the way out. One more. In through your nose. And as you exhale, soften and let go of any stress and tension that you might be holding on to. From here, let's bring both knees in towards your chest and give them a nice little cuddle here. Take a gentle rock side to side to relax your back and release any tension out of your lower spine. From here, let's set both feet down and we're going to cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Let's reach that right foot all the way up into the ceiling and thread our hands around your right thigh just below your knee. From here, we're gonna come into a little hamstring stretch. So as you inhale, lower your right foot all the way down towards your glutes. And as you exhale, stretch through your toes all the way back up towards the sky. And again, inhale, lower your foot back down. And as you exhale, gently bring your foot all the way back up to face the roof. You never really want to push your hamstrings, so move slightly slower than you feel like you want to go. Making sure that those shoulders are not coming up all the way up to your ears. So relax them down into your mat. That's it. We're gonna do 2 more times from here. Inhale, reach your foot up. And exhale, bend your knee, bring your foot all the way down. Last one. Inhale, bringing your leg all the way up. Soften your knee, hold it here. From here, flex your right foot. As you exhale, we're going to press through your heel all the way up into the ceiling. Press through the back of your knee. And inhale, bring it back to soften. And again, exhale, press and stretch. And inhale, lower. So all you're gonna be feeling is just a gentle quiver in the back of that knee or just a little bit of discomfort, nothing much. Something you should be able to breathe through. If you feel any sharp aches or pains, please stop, reset, or even stop doing it altogether. Last one, press that knee back, holding it here for 3, last 2, and then soften your foot all the way down. Coming into our figure 4 stretch for your glutes. So hold on to that thigh, and from here we're going to bring your right knee in closer towards your chest. Now we want your left knee going slightly away from you. That's it. You're gonna start to feel it in your left glute almost immediately. Now option number 1, you can just hold it still. Option number 2, you can take a gentle little rock side to side. Or option number 3, by staying still on your back, you can bring that right knee in towards your chest and then slightly release it out. And again, bring it back in and then gently take it out. So take whatever modification you would like to, do whatever you need to get into that sweet sore spot in your glutes. And we're gonna be here for 3 more counts. Relaxing through your upper body, letting those shoulders open up and melt away from your ears. Last one. From here, everyone, let's find stillness. Slightly tilt your chin down towards the chest. pull that right knee closer towards yourself and lengthen your tailbone all the way down. So you'll find the whole length of your spine is being grounded towards your mat. We're gonna hold it here for 3, last 2, and then bring your foot all the way back down. From here, we're going to cross your left leg on top of your right one. So your knees are stacked on top of each other. From here, lift your knees all the way back up. And with our hands, we're going to hold on to whatever we can. Your feet, your ankles, or your shins. Try and avoid pushing on those kneecaps because they're not gonna like it a lot. So catching on whatever we can and coming into your whale tail stretch. So with our hands, we're pulling your feet down towards the floor and slightly in towards your body, and your knees are coming in towards your chest for a nice little cuddle. And again, chin slightly tilts in and the back of the head is nice and heavy, pressing into your mat. Same as before, you have 3 options here. You can take a gentle little rock side to side. Oh, it feels absolutely fantastic. You can hold it still, or you can take a little presses down on those feet and then release. And again, press it all down, bring your knees in, release. That's it. So staying with whatever works better for you today for 3 more. Last 2. On the last one, bring your knees in towards your chest and put a little bit more pressure onto those feet. Pull them down towards your mat and in towards those hips for me. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. Again, finding that nice long spine. Oh, you're really gonna feel it now in your left glute if you haven't before. We're gonna hold it here for 3, last 2, and then release your feet down. Keep those legs crossed for me. Bring your arms out to the sides. We want your wrists stacked on top of your elbows and your elbows in line with those shoulders. From here, inhale in the center. And as you exhale, we're going to let your knees fall over towards your right hand side. That's it. You can gaze up towards the sky or you can look over towards your left hand. Choose whatever works better for your neck. So here we're gonna start by breathing in deeply into your chest, into your ribs, inhaling as much air that it almost feels weird and uncomfortable in those lungs, and exhaling it all out through your mouth. Now you might find that your left shoulder is slightly lifted. It's absolutely fine. Or that your knees are slightly off the floor. Again, surrender and let it go. There should be no expectation. Just surprise yourself for where you are today. You'll find a beautiful stretch going all the way from your left hip, your left glute, all the way up your spine. Again, opening up through your chest here, slightly pressing those shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhaling in through your nose. And as you exhale, let your whole body soften and melt more into your mat. Last deep breathe in. And then we exhale, scooping through your navel, lifting your knees all the way back up through the center. Keep those legs crossed and drop them over to your left hand side. So this is the side that is gonna feel awkward and weird. Again, you can choose to look all the way up to the sky or you can look over your right hand. You'll find that on this side, your knees probably won't be all the way down towards the floor. Let it be. This is the side that is gonna feel awkward. As I told you, I personally feel it more in the back of my pelvis rather than alongside my spine or in the glutes. And just know that everyone has a different body. Even though we all built in the same way, we all hold tightness in different places and different spots. Just appreciate where you are today and thank yourself for being able to move. Inhaling here through your nose, expanding into your chest and your lungs. And as you exhale, melting your ribcage all the way down in towards the floor. One more inhalation. And as we exhale, scoop through your belly button, lift your knees all the way back up to the center, unravel your legs and bring your knees in towards your chest. Give them a nice little cuddle here. And let's take a little gentle rock side to side to release any tension in your lower back. That's it. From here, let's bring our feet all the way back down towards the floor, and we're gonna come into your second side. Bring your right foot all the way up into the sky and then cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. From here, let's reach your left foot all the way up towards the ceiling and thread our hands around your left thigh, just underneath that knee. We're gonna come into your hamstrings straight away. As we inhale, let's lower your left foot all the way down towards that glute. And as you exhale, stretch your foot all the way up through those toes. And again, inhale, lower your leg all the way down, moving nice and slow, not pulling, no pushing through those hamstrings. And exhale, stretch that leg all the way back up. 3 more times here. Bring it all the way down. And now as you lift it up, bring a little bit of attention to your upper body. We want those shoulders relaxed down towards the floor and down away from those ears. No point stretching our lower body while tensing in your upper one. Last one, bringing your leg all the way back up. Hold it there with a nice soft knee. From here, we're going to flex your left foot. Exhale, press through your left heel, stretch through the back of that knee. And inhale, come back to that soft knee one more time. Exhale, press, stretch through that heel. And inhale, lower. We're here for 3 more. Exhale, press, find that nice gentle quiver in the back of your leg, in your hamstrings. And inhale, soften. Hopefully those hamstrings of yours are feeling nice and warm right now. That's it. Last one, we're going to press that heel all the way up into the ceiling. Press through that knee and just hold it there for 3. Last 2. And then bring your heel all the way down towards your glute, coming into our figure 4 stretch. So we're going to pull your left knee slightly closer towards your chest. Think about driving your right knee here away from your body as you lower your left knee in. So you're gonna start to feel the stretch in your right outer hip, in your right glute right now. Again, 3 options here. You can just hold it still in the middle. You can take a little gentle rock side to side, or you can stay in the center and just bring your left knee in towards your chest and then gently release it. Bring it back in and release. Choose whatever option works better for you, and let's get going. Remember to keep your chin slightly tilted down towards the chest, the back of the head heavy, pressing into your mat, and neck is nice and long. We're here for 3 more. Last 2. And then find stillness. Press your left knee slightly closer towards this chest, everyone. Drive your right knee out. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the floor. So now your whole spine is nice and grounded. We're gonna hold it here for 3, for 2, and then bring your foot all the way down for me. Let's cross that right knee on top of your left one and come into our whale tail stretch on this side. Bringing both feet off the floor, we're gonna catch with our hands whatever we can, whatever's available to you today. So feet is great, ankle is good, shins is good as well. Don't hold on to your knees, they're not gonna like it. So catching whatever we can and starting to bring those knees down towards your chest and gently pulling on those feet by bringing them down towards the floor and in towards your body. And again, 3 options. Option number 1, you can just hold it still here. Option number 2, you can take a gentle rock side to side. Or option number 3, you can bring your knees in towards your chest, gently release. Press them back in and gently release. Choose an option that works better for you and stick with it. Or you can do all 3 and just see what works better. We're gonna stay here for 3 more, feeling that beautiful stretch going through that outer hip on your right hand side. Last 2. And then hold it still. Put a little bit of extra pressure onto those feet and pull them down towards the floor and in towards your body. Lengthen your tailbone all the way down. Holding it here for 3, for 2, and then release your feet all the way down. Keep your legs crossed for me. We're coming into your spinal twist. Opening your arms to the sides, elbows are in line with those shoulders, wrists are stacked on top of your elbows. From here, let's let those knees fall down closer towards your left hand side. That's it. You can keep your gaze up towards the sky, or you can look over your right arm. There is no right or wrong, just see what works better for you and for your neck today. And again, we're gonna start by breathing in deeply through your nose and inhaling into those ribs, into your lungs, so your chest almost expands and lifts up. And as you exhale, soften and melt yourself down. Keep breathing nice and deep. Keep letting those knees come closer and closer towards the floor. Relax through your upper body, relax through your right shoulder. Don't try and press it down towards the floor. Let your body be. Surrender and relax. One more deep breath in here, guys. Next time we exhale, we're going to scoop through your belly button, lift your knees all the way up and lower them over to the other side. Again, keep your gaze up towards the sky, or you can look over your left arm. So this is the side that is gonna feel slightly weird and awkward because your knees are not gonna go all the way down towards the floor, or maybe they will. Let me know if they do. I personally feel it quite a bit in the back of the pelvis, slightly in the region of my lower back, not much in my glutes, but you find you might feel it more even in your upper body. It might go into your hips. We're all different. We all hold tightness in different spots. One more inhalation here through your nose. And as we exhale, activate through your core, scoop through your belly button, lift your knees all the way back up to the center. Uncross your legs and bring those knees in towards your chest for a nice little cuddle. Rock yourself side to side here, massaging into your spine, massaging into your lower back. We're here for 3, for 2, and then just find stillness. Stretch your legs all the way out and come onto your left hand side for me. Bring yourself all the way up to seated. We're gonna come into a pigeon stretch. So to do that, bring your left shin parallel towards the front edge of your mat. Again, depends on your flexibility. If you've been doing lots of yoga, it's gonna be really easy for you. Otherwise, if you find your hips are slightly tight, you can bring that ankle nice and close towards your pelvis. It's absolutely fine. Bring your hands with your fingertips facing forward towards the front edge, then press into your right hand, lift your pelvis up into the ear, square those hips off so both hip bones are shining down towards the floor, and from here we're going to start to slowly lower yourself down. You might find that you need to stay up with those nice long arms. Maybe you can lower yourself down towards your forearms today, or maybe you can even come to stack your fists one on top of each other and rest your forehead down here. That's it. We're gonna stay here for a few deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Maybe you're even coming to lie down all the way with your palms flat on the floor and your forehead resting on top. You can take a little rock side to side here just to see wherever it feels better into that left glute. Or you can just hold it still. Think about driving your right hip down towards the floor and squaring both hips down evenly. We're gonna stay here for 3 more. Last 2. And then relax your hands from wherever you are down towards the mat and reach your chest all the way up. Bring your left hand towards your left hip, lean into it, and then bring the back leg to the front of your mat as well. Keep it nice and straight for me. Then get hold of your left shin and cross it on top of your right. That's it. Making sure that those knees are stacked one on top of each other. Remove any flesh from underneath those sitting bones, making sure that you're sitting nice and grounded. We're coming into another hamstring stretch. We're going to stack our hands one on top of each other underneath your right knee. So bringing them down and then resting your knee on top of them like if it was a cushion. From here, lower your chin down into your chest and slightly round through your upper body. And start by breathing in again through your nose, acknowledging where you're holding tightness, and exhale, softening and melting your body down. You'll start to feel the stretch all the way from the top of your right glute, going all alongside your leg and coming into your ankle. Particularly gonna feel it in that hamstring and underneath your knee. Again, if you're feeling nice and comfortable here, you can always release those hands from underneath and bring them nice and parallel alongside that right shin. Keep that head nice and heavy. We don't want any tension going on into your neck. And again, inhaling in and exhaling out. If you're after something a little bit more spicy, you can always flex your right foot. Oh, and you definitely are guaranteed to feel that hamstring stretching right now. We're gonna stay here for 3 more, for 2, and then relax your foot. Bring yourself all the way back up, stretch both feet out, do a little wriggle. Now let's come into the other side with the pigeon stretch. So we're going to face the other way of your mat and we're going to bring your right shin to the front edge of it, nice and parallel. Again, depending on your flexibility, this might work for you. Otherwise, feel free to bring that ankle slightly closer to that left hip. Bring both hands towards the front edge of your mat, the way you're facing now. Press into your left hand, lift your pelvis off the floor. Even yourself out, and then from here you might stay here. You might want to lower yourself down to your forearms, or you might come down all the way down with that forehead. Wherever you are, I want you to slightly tilt your chin down into your chest so the head is nice and heavy. No tension happening in your neck. Again, option to just hold it still, or you can take a little wriggle side to side, finding that nice sweet spot into your right glute. Once you found it, hold on to it. Hold it still. We're gonna stay here for 3. Breathing for 2. And as we exhale out, we're going to press the floor away. Lift your chest all the way back up and bring your back leg towards the front. I'm gonna face you guys this time so you can see slightly better. So your left leg is all stretched out. We're going to get hold of your right shin and cross it on top of your left leg. Now our knees are going to be stacked on top of each other. They are roughly just in front of your belly button. From here, let's remove any flesh from underneath those sitting bones, getting ourselves nice and grounded. Get ready to stack those palms one on top of each other and bring them underneath your left knee. Slightly tilt your chin down into your chest. Let your head be heavy. Soften your eyelids and gently let your shoulders fall down towards the floor by rounding through your back. Getting that nice, beautiful stretch in the back of your left leg. If it feels too much here, you can always just reach your upper body slightly up and it's gonna decrease the intensity in your hamstring. Otherwise, staying nice and low. Again, the next step up from here would be to release your hands from underneath your knee and to bring them alongside your shin. Keep that head nice and heavy, no tension in your neck. And if you're after something even spicier, you can always flex your left foot and feel that hamstring straight away, especially underneath that knee. We're going to stay here for 3, for 2, and then bring yourselves all the way back up. Sit cross-legged. We are done. Thank you all so much for joining in today for this beautiful and blissful stretch for your glutes and your hamstrings. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, share it with a friend or your loved one, and subscribe to my channel. Comment below with what you'd like to see more of on here, and I'm wishing you all an awesome rest of your day.